Hello and welcome back. Sorry in delay of release. However, I wanted to take my time on this video because I decided this week I'm going to do a little Dear Deirdre thing, which is Dear Lily. And I have had quite a few questions, so I probably will do a few parts of this. But everything is anonymous, and without further ado, let's get on. So, our first one is Dear Lily, I need your help. There is a guy in my life who I do care deeply about. He has 5 kids from a previous relationship and also has 2 on the way. What shall I do, as everyone says I should not dare? Well, this one is a bit of a weird one because you can look at it in 2 different ways. Obviously, he's got his pass because of his kids, and obviously 2 on the way. I don't know the situation. I don't know if this is all with the same mother. I don't know if it's different. All you know is he's got a pass, but doesn't everyone? And it's not gonna help if everyone interferes and only you and him know what sort of connection you have. And as long as he's there doing well for his kids and doing well by you and treating you right, I don't see what the problem is. Obviously, he's got responsibilities and he's got to live with that. But everyone has a past and everyone lives their life the way they live it. So if you're happy with him and he's happy with you, I would say go for it. Obviously, you're just going to have to give him that time frame of where he's going to have to go see his kids, or he's going to have to do things for his kids. As long as you don't get in the way of that, I believe you could work it. Not being funny, how many people out there are single mums, single dads? Do you think their life stops just because they have children? They have to have some sort of happiness too. So, with that said, I think if you can trust him and he can trust you, and as long as there's nothing getting in the way of those kids, because those kids are number one at the end of the day, I think you should go for it. And I hope you do have all the best. And obviously, within time, you could possibly even meet the kids. But obviously, that's down to him, that's down to the kid's mum, and obviously, don't rush things. Time is essence here, and I would say take one step at a time. You don't want to dive right in the deep end because it's not just collateral damage for you two, it's the kids as well. So I would say take one step at a time. Don't rush things. If things happen, they happen. If they don't rush things. Time is essence, and you do not want to jeopardize it. So, yes, I would love a follow up on this. So please do take consideration of the kids, and I do hope that it does work out for you. But yes, I would definitely give it a shot. Definitely if you're into him and he's into you and you think it could work, I think you should give it a go. Just remember, kids always come first. Second one, Dear Lily, my boyfriend troubles. Right, so, Dear Lily, me and my boyfriend had been together for a long time before lockdown. As lockdown started to go in place, we started to be on a rocky patch. Since lockdown started, he's blanked me and had no contact. I did get him a gift, however, a very expensive gift that he's always wanted for his birthday. I've messaged him constantly and also messaged him to see if he received the gift and the gift was working okay. He still blanked me and he's only just got in contact now. The conversation seems to be light-hearted and very basic. What shall I do? Right, this one, I know exactly who it's come from, and I know everyone in this story. And trying to not be biased at all, the best thing I think you can do is confront the situation, message him, and obviously, as you've said, he started messaging now, and it's just like normal chit chat. Obviously, you both need to sit down, you both need to be adults, and you both need to talk it through, because obviously something has happened before lockdown, during lockdown, whatever, that has put a strain on this relationship. And instead of talking about it and actually trying to sort it out, you've gone completely silent, or he's gone completely silent, and just hidden away. Obviously, this lockdown and the whole coronavirus is not helping at all. However, I do believe that you need face-to-face contact. If you can do that with abiding by the rules, obviously, do it. If not, Skype, anything that you are face to face and you can see each other and actually relay back to one another. Because there's obviously something that's been missed, because it sounds really weird to go from being so like loved up and being friendly and boyfriend and girlfriend to having this like nothing, no man's land sort of thing. So I do believe there is some sort of conversations that need to be happening, and I do believe it has to be face to face, because obviously you both need to show each other how you do feel and how this is affecting you. I would do it just you two. Try and not get anyone else involved. And also, key thing is to listen to each other. It's easy to go in all guns blazing and be like, well, you've done this, you've done that. Try and actually listen to each other and sit down and work together, because it takes two to tango, as they say. So if you're doing all the work and he's doing nothing, it's not going to work out. If he's doing all the work and you're doing nothing, it's not going to work out. It has to be balanced, either end. So yeah, I would definitely try and arrange some sort of communication face to face, because it's going to end up being toxic. And I know you need that, he don't need that. So definitely needs to be sorted face to face. And if it can't be, I'm really sorry, hun, but it's just chasing a dead end. Um, and obviously something's happened and he's hiding away. Obviously you can only try so much to get out of it. But how much do you chase before you just think, nah, sod it? So obviously it's down to you, and if you think you're going to be happy enough, you think, this is the love of my life, I want to sort it out, I want it to be how it was before lockdown, before all of this happened, then do it. But there's only so much you can do without history repeating itself. So I would be careful, but obviously the key here would be face-to-face communication and actually talking to one another and listening to see when it started to dip. And I think as soon as you reach that peak where it started to go down, you can work on whatever that was to try and either get it back to where it was or even build it up. So yeah, definitely face-to-face contact. I wouldn't chase too much though. Whatever will be. And as they say, when a door closes, another one opens. So you just got to look at it as whatever will be, and your destiny will happen. I hope this helps, and I hope that you do manage to get some sort of contact with one another, because I believe the relationship can be magical, but obviously it only happens if both of you are working together. So, yes, I wish you all the best and please keep me updated. Our final one for part one of Dear Lily is a tricky one, actually, because I have also been in this situation before. So, it's Dear Lily, I don't know what to do. Can you please help? Well, I shall try my best. I told my boyfriend of 2.5 years I love you, and he didn't say it back. Okay. We are 27 and 30. I'm the 27 and he's the 30-year-old. He always tells me he cares about me and that I am special to him. But he's also told me he's not ready to talk about the love word. From previous experience, he has said that he wants to be sure of his feelings before he starts throwing the L word around. What should I do? Right, obviously you've said you love him, and to be fair, no matter what anyone says, everyone is different. Some people can throw I love you around a lot, and it means nothing to them. Other people, it means the world. I, for one, am one of those people, so I'll say love ya and all of that stuff. But for me to say, especially to family, everything like that, it takes a hell of a lot for me to say I love you. I'll say love ya and yeah, talk to you soon, hun, love ya. I do it to all my girlfriends, all my guy friends. But to say I love you in this way is something big, and I would say from previous experience, as he has told you, he wants to be sure on his feelings for you. So obviously it's been 2 years, so it is starting to get serious. And obviously there's some sort of feeling there because he keeps telling you he cares about you and you're special to him. So it's not like that there's nothing there and it's just gone kaput. Because judging by what you have said, is your relationship is going well. It's not that you've had fights, arguments, you've like gone in a downward spiral. It's going well. There's nothing you should really be worried about. And I wouldn't feel shame in yourself of feeling threatened, because obviously you've come out and you said I love you, expecting it back. However, it's not happened. So, obviously, subconsciously, you're going to feel threatened anyway. Like, oh my god, why hasn't he said it? What do I do? Am I going to lose him? Like, you are automatically going to feel threatened. You're going to be in this limbo of like, oh, what should I do? So, I do feel that you shouldn't be ashamed to feel threatened. You have to accept the fact, and obviously he does have some sort of feelings for you. The fact that you're still together, that he tells you constantly he cares about you and that you're special to him. But obviously he's one of these people that do treasure the fact that I love you is such a big thing. And I think if you do wait for it, it's going to be bloody magical for you, hun. It's going to be the best day of your life, and it's going to give you that feeling of like when you're getting married. And I would treasure that because it's very rare you have these moments in life. So I would treasure that, and I wouldn't push it at all, because I would say your relationship is planned. So what I mean by that is that he's obviously got a plan in his head of how long this is going to last. He obviously sees a future with you, because you're still together. Nothing has changed. Even though you've said I love you, it's not like he's got all funny and stuff like that. It's still exactly the same. You're obviously comfortable in yourself and in your relationship to say, yeah, I do love you. And I'm sure in due course, he will exactly the same. Be comfortable in the relationship to say, yeah, I love you too. But don't push it, because it will be magical and you will feel a hell of a lot better. The fact that you've waited for it and you haven't pushed it, you haven't forced it, and you can actually feel it. Because it's one thing saying, I love you, but them saying I love you back, it's like, oh yeah, that's nice. But the fact that you actually feel it because you've waited that a little bit extra, it will feel fantastic. It will feel magical. So I wouldn't push it. He will say it when he's ready. And I do believe you two will have an amazing future together. And you just got to look at it as everyone's relationship's different. Some people are more verbal and be like, I love you constantly, messaging, I love you, what you doing, good night, good morning, texts, that sort of stuff. Some people like that. This relationship, by what you have given me in your email, screams that you're treated and you're more action. Um, Especially the background of you going on dates and that. All your dates seem to be more physical, more action related than verbal and psychological. So, obviously, being in that sort of relationship, you're more physical and more into doing things than actually saying and showing things. So, I would probably say in your relationship, you'd rather go out and do actual physical dates. Like you've told me, you've gone for meals, you've gone out hiking, you've done these physical activities where other people can say, "Oh yeah, he bought me flowers. He's done this. He's cleaned the house. He's done little things like that," which is more psychological and more like mental, where yours are more physical. You're actually going out, you're planning on activities, and you're enjoying the time. So with that relationship, I wouldn't say the others suffer, but there is a delay in other ways. So I think once you are comfortable, which you must be because you have said I love you and you've opened yourself in this way, just give it time, babe. It will come, and as I said, when it does come, you will feel amazing. And I surely hope that you two do have a great happy ever after. And please do keep me up to date as well, because I'd love an update of when it does happen. Much love. Well, thank you for watching, and as I said, there was a hell of a lot of questions, so I do think there's going to be like 4 or 5 parts. And also, if you do want your questions answered, or you want some advice or anything like that, don't forget this is all anonymous, so you can just message me, and it could be text, WhatsApp, if you've got my number, or even message me on Facebook, Twitter. All of my things are on my profile. Even if it's through anything, literally anything. If you've got any questions, do just reach out to me, and hopefully we can do this again. Next video's out on Sunday for definite. Love you all. Keep safe, guys, and be happy.